All right. So we're going to be talking about the power of personal branding and pivoting your career. All right. So it's more or less like putting more effort towards you, putting yourself out there. Okay. Today's job market doesn't. It's not straight jackets to say that. Oh, I'm just going to be applying for jobs, and yes, that works. Okay. But we're looking at something that works faster. Okay. Something that works way better than just waiting to apply for a job. Okay, and I would explain the reason why. Okay, so let me just go ahead to share my presentation for today's session. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're talking about the power of personal branding and pivoting your career. Just give me a second, please. Sorry, so sorry about that. There's daddy duties today, so all right, the power of personal brand is early in the morning, so they're all awake. The power of personal brand and the pivot in your career. So we're going to be focusing majorly on building visibility, communicating value, and makes it easy for you to pivot your career, transition, or getting a job. Okay, these are things that I did personally when I relocated, and it worked. Like it worked 100%. Okay, there was a time I had an interview with can't remember the company, but I told the person checked me out on LinkedIn. The recruiter actually checked me out on LinkedIn, and the woman was surprised. At the time, I think I had about 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, and she was surprised that I had that much followers on LinkedIn. And what was I doing? Just posting stuff around the things I did on a day-to-day basis, small project I worked on, and so on and so forth. But it gave me a base, essentially. Not just the number of followers, but the things I was posted on. Basically, it gave the recruiter confidence that I knew what I was doing. Okay. And I think it was with Dyson. I think it was the Dyson. That particular interview was with Dyson. But the woman was very, very, she was very, very, excited about. The recruiter sounded so, and these things have happened over time, over time, over time. Okay, that if you are posting consistent, not necessarily consistently, but those posts are there for people to see that you're an authority, or this thing that you are talking about. Okay, it gives you a better it gives you a better stance, I would say, when you're going for interviews and all that. Okay, so that's personal branding. So why does this session, why does it matter? Why is it important for you to improve on your personal brand? Now, 80% of the jobs come from networks and personal visibility. Okay, so people are online. People know that they are looking for something, but they don't know what they are looking for. And now, if you post something that is similar to that thing that they are looking for, it's a no-brainer that they will reach out to you. And take, for example, I think I talked about this. There was a time, I'm just going to go back. Let me just get my LinkedIn profile because I'm going to be using my LinkedIn again for today's session. All right. So there was I'll say, not last month, about a few months ago, probably like 3 months ago, we launched something with Ten Analytics Business. We launched a new side of Ten Analytics, which was Ten Analytics Business. Okay, so it's supposed to be the B2B side of things. So where we service businesses, not just in Nigeria, but literally, in the UK, anywhere your business is, we want to work with you. Okay. So I started posting consistently just about what we're doing with the business. And guess what? In like 4 days of just being consistent with posting about things I was doing with the business while we were starting that B2B side of things and so on, and things that are done. Okay. I started getting messages. Okay. I'm still getting messages to today. Okay. I'm still getting messages to today talking about the things, talking about the stuff I had posted on. Oh, we're currently doing this. Oh, we're currently doing that. How can we do this together? And so on and so forth. So you see, majority of them, most people actually, most organizations, most HR recruiters, most professionals, most CEOs are still there looking are on LinkedIn. Okay, they're currently on LinkedIn and they are currently looking at. Just give me 1 second, please. How much? Just 1 second, please. All right. So ADP, like I said, that's basically the first aspect. Okay. Now, skill versus branding. Okay. So, is it sufficient enough for you to have the right skill in today's job market? Most likely no. Okay. You might be very skilled. You might be the most skilled person, but you still might not be able to get most opportunities, or you might not even be able to get opportunities in the first place. And you see, that's why quite a number of people that just give me a second, sorry. All right. So that's why in today's job market, you see quite a number of people that are very, very skilled, okay, are still struggling to get a job. It's not just about skill anymore. It's still about skill, majority of the time, okay? But branding still plays a very, very, it still plays a very huge role in you landing your job, okay? So, like I said here, skills gets you in the game, but branding keeps you there, okay? Um, the cool thing about personal branding is, and I'm going to say something later, the things that you post, the things that you're posting, the things that your page, let's say your LinkedIn page acts like as a magnet, okay? And that's why we talked about LinkedIn optimization. It acts like a magnet. You have a personal brand, you have things that you're posting. It might not be consistent. I would say you should be consistent, right? But even if you're not consistent, the thing about posting online is, even if in the next 3 months, that particular post is still going to be online, it's still going to be gathering, views, and people are still going to be looking at it and so on and so forth. So by you just posting online, you have created like an endless pipeline of engagement, of eyeballs looking at your profile. Okay. So to today, I'm still getting messages about, oh, I want to pivot into a career. Why are they sending me those kind of messages? They've seen a post that has to do with pivoting a career. Oh, we want to train our staff. We want to do this. Why are they sending me that message when I'm even stopped posting? The last time I posted was probably a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago. People are still sending messages. Oh, we want to train this. Oh, we want to do this. Oh, can you help us with this? Oh, we want to invite you for this. Why are they still sending messages 3 months after? It's still because they are posts that are still gathering views, and it basically keeps my pipeline in terms of opportunities open. And that's where personal branding actually comes in. So now you take a look at somebody that is highly skilled, but the person has to go online and actively apply for a job in order for them to get opportunities. Now, is that sufficient? Yes, it's okay. If you want to do that, that's okay. All right. But now take the second person that has built a personal brand, okay? That posts stuff around project management, that talks about business analysis, data analytics, cybersecurity. Okay. Now, if those two people, okay, decide that, okay, I'm in a job market for a role or for a freelance or a project or something, whatever you're working on, I want to work with your team. Okay, and you have a post like that, and people can click on your profile and they can get to see that you've been posting about these things, you've been helping businesses, even if you've not been helping businesses, but you put it in a way that you've been helping businesses. All right, you come off as a thought leader, And that's what people want to work with. Okay, that's kind of person. Somebody feels comfortable reaching out to you to say that, okay, you posted about this particular issue that you solved. That's something we're currently going through? Is that something that you'll be willing to jump on a project with us? People in Nigeria, that's what they're doing. Okay, it's difficult to get remote jobs if you're in Nigeria, living in Nigeria, to get a remote job in the US and literally across the world. But people are getting. How are they getting? You see more Nigerians now posting consistently on LinkedIn. That's how they're getting their leads. That's how they're getting. So you run it like a business. You run your career now like a business. Okay. So 3 to 5 professional time. Okay, professionals now change careers on average. So it takes them about 3 to 5 times. People pivoting and changing careers. Changing careers. For me now, I started as a management consultant, moved into data analytics, moved into data science, moved into data engineering, moved into power platform engineering, and I've done business systems, which is more business analyst roles. So I've done that a couple of times, pivoting from one career to the other. Some of them might be linear, so like data analytics, data science, data engineering. Those are sort of linear, but it's linear because they have data, but the skill sets that is required for all 3 career paths are entirely different, like entirely different skill sets. Okay, so branding is how people perceive you. So, like I said, if you post online, it is people just take you as a thought leader. Okay. Oh, I just currently just solve this particular problem with a client of yours. Okay. They work in the energy sector. You don't have that client. That client doesn't exist. But you came up with a scenario and you solved the scenario and you ask people for their opinion on what you could have done or what they think about your solution. And a lot of people that are also experienced start posting and asking you questions and all that. You build up a rapport, and that's how people start to perceive you as the experts. Do you get me? So pivoting is how you reposition yourself when your goals evolve. Now, for most people that are coming outside the country, coming from Nigeria, coming to the UK, coming to Canada, or anywhere in the world, forget all those things that you've done in Nigeria or wherever you're coming from. Forget it. From Nigeria, from Ghana, sort of forget about it. Okay? The reason why I'm saying you should forget about it is the way things are being done in Nigeria or in Africa or anywhere you are coming from is significantly different. Okay, so if you worked in a bank in Nigeria as a credit analyst, it's likely not going to be the same thing here in Canada. It's 100% likely not going to be the same thing in Canada. There are certain rules that will be the same thing. Like a software developer in Nigeria can come here and become a software developer easily because it's the same technical skills. It's the same Python, it's the same, it's the same either Python, C#, Java, whatever. They know that's what they are. That's why it's easier for core tech people to get jobs. Okay. So if you're a data analyst, Power BI in Nigeria is the same Power BI in Canada. Okay, so the tools might remain the same. Okay, but now what needs to change is your career objectives or your career goals or the things that you did in that career. So take for example, you worked, you only build e-commerce websites in Nigeria. I'm just using a software developer this time around. You only worked in an e-commerce space in Nigeria. But take for example now, a bank needs a software developer to come in. Okay, you need to showcase to that bank that I've not just done e-commerce, I've also done banking projects in my experience. Okay, just using the same example that we used before. If you want to repair your car, you have a Mercedes Benz, you want to repair a Mercedes Benz, you're shopping for mechanics and all that. Okay, you meet different mechanics. One is very good with Toyota. Okay, Toyota, Honda, Japanese products, they're very good. Okay, another one is good with, Chinese products. The next one is good with American products. At the end of the day, you look at all of them and you're like, oh, I can't just give you my car to go fix. I can't trust because you know how to use Toyota or you know how to fix a BMW. Doesn't mean you have the same skills that is required to fix a Benz. So if you're going with, so you personally will be looking for a Benz specialist, somebody that has Benz experience, someone that has fixed the Benz before to do your car. Okay. So the mechanic themselves will have to position themselves in a way that, will get you comfortable, that will make you comfortable to give you their car. So they would have to tell you that, okay, I know how to fix a Benz. I mean, somebody just left here with a Benz. Somebody just left, even though you did not see the person. The person had left 1 hour. If you came 1 hour before you came, you would have seen the Benz back packed in my shop. You would have seen it, and probably you would know. So the person saying that has positioned themselves as a Benz specialist. I know how to fix a Benz, even if there was no Benz. Okay, and that's exactly what you need to do. So if you're looking at pivoting, that particular aspect has to be very, very, very important, even on your personal brand. So if you were whatever relationship manager in Nigeria, okay, it's not like relationship management here. The only relationship managers you find in the bank are financial advisors. Okay, financial advisors. So, and I think you have to write an exam. Okay, in order for you to become a financial advisor, you have to take some certifications to get into that career path. So, I mean, that's an aspect. But I mean, if you want to start off with that, that's okay. But long term, I don't think it's a totally extremely rewarding career. Okay, so that's just my own take. So personal branding, I've talked about this already. It's a combination of two things: your professional reputation and your online presence. Okay, now you see the same thing I was talking about earlier, your professional reputation. Now, if you were a relationship manager in Nigeria and you're coming here, okay, to still become a relationship manager, like I said, the only type of relationship managers you get in Canada or even in the UK are financial advisors, people that would help you invest your money. So you have invest your money or get credit cards or so on and so forth. That's the best you can actually get. But now, let's say somebody says, okay, I don't want to do anything banking related anymore. I want to move from relationship management to becoming a projects manager, okay, or a business analyst. Now, how do you pivot? See that your previous experience in Nigeria was a relationship manager. Please expunge it from anywhere on your online presence. Nobody needs to know that you were a relationship manager. Just like the mechanic also. Okay, you need to expunge that. You need to rebrand yourself, repurpose yourself. And I say this every single time. If organizations are allowed to do that, why not individuals? Treat yourself as a business. You are a business. Your career is your business. Okay, so repurpose yourselves. That relationship manager, please take it out from your experience and rebrand yourself as a business analyst, a project manager, a cybersecurity analyst, or whatever it is. Rebrand yourself as that. That's professional. Now infuse that with your online presence. So if I go to my LinkedIn profile today, all right, I'm just going to share that real quick. And you check out what to call it. You check out my post. You see, these are things I've done. This was when I was looking at getting a job in a couple of years ago. I started posting again. You see, I did a project, Nigeria versus Twitter. This is a post I did a couple of. All right, so you see Nigeria versus Twitter. Being a data scientist and a concerned Nigeria, I decided to investigate how Nigerians reacted to President Buhari's tweets on Tuesday. This was a couple of years ago. This was when they deleted Buhari's post. They deleted it from Twitter. Okay, so I just scraped 50,000 tweets, and it was used to analyze. I used that as a data scientist. I did my analysis and all that. So you see here the data viewpoint on Twitter activities due to president's tweets. Okay, so Twitter deletes president tweets. It was just a fun project. Nobody asked me to do it. I just did it. Did positive sentiment analysis, did some keywords analysis, and so on and so forth. And from there, that's how people started sending messages. Okay, I think this one got not as much views as I wanted, but it was good. I think it was a few thousand views or a few 100,000 views or thereabouts. I can't remember, a few thousand views. All right, but yeah, that's exactly one of the things I did. And you see the post has been consistent, not as consistent as I want to, but it could be way more consistent essentially. Okay. So you see, that's exactly what we're looking. That's what you're talking about online presence. A lot of people would say that, oh, it will look cringe. I don't know what people think. People just me. I just started posting from nowhere. They'll know I'm looking for a job. No, no. I mean, if you don't post, those people will not say anything. If you post, they say something. I mean, it doesn't. I don't see why most people would say that I don't want to post because I have a reputation of not posting online. Your WhatsApp picture, you hide it from everybody. You turn off the notification. You turn off everything. You don't post on Instagram. I mean, you're just in this day and age. Your online presence is your market ground. Okay, for you to get opportunities. Global opportunities and so on. All right. I know another influencer within the data analytics space that just started creating data analytics content. It's white anyways, but it's based, I can't remember where it's based, but it started posting just almost the same time. I was not consistent. I was growing a business, so it wasn't very consistent. But the guy was posting every single day. Guess what? Just about 2 years down the line, they invited him to he went to about 3 to 5 countries in like a year to go do presentation. This guy is not vastly experienced, but he just has an online presence. And that's what he used to communicate, get brand deals, and so on and so forth. You also can do the same thing. You don't have to be an influencer. You just have to have a good personal brand. And that's how you do it. Okay? So why personal brand is powerful, builds credibility and trust. Like I said earlier, just you posting about something, people just perceive you that you know it. Okay, just the fact that you posted about it, people just feel like you know it. Okay, there was a time I was doing it, but I know it very well. There was a time I was interviewing for a role, and I was the one interviewing. Okay, so there was one influencer, one person, particularly a tad bit popular on YouTube, data science. Okay, and I brought the person in, we're talking to the person and I was asking the person questions and, trying to get if the person had experience. And it was very clear it was a fluff. The guy was a big fluff. He had no experience at all. Okay. But you see, at the end of the day, he got that online presence, got him into the room. Okay. If the guy had no online presence and he wasn't good, there's nobody that will reach out to him. Nobody. If it wasn't good and he wasn't posting, nobody would reach out to him. So imagine now that he was good, like he portrayed himself just because he had an online presence, somebody reached out to him. Okay, so I mean, if out of a few hundred people reach out to him, it's likely going to bag one out of those ones that he is able to fluff around. Okay, so builds credibility and trust, differentiates you from others significantly. Not everybody's posting. You feel go on LinkedIn and you see like you feel like everybody's posting, but trust me, it's not even enough. All right. So go. It differentiates you from most people that are in the job market today. It's something I usually do when I go for interviews. Okay. So when I do the interview and they ask me, do I know how to use a particular tool? Okay. I would always tell them, yes, I do know how to use a tool. I just don't know how to use a tool, but I have trained a certain number of people. And every single time it works wonders. It works wonders to the extent where they are excited. They're excited and you want to know more. And I'm like, okay, yeah. If you check out my LinkedIn profile, you'd see that, you see people talking about how they've been impacted from the training sessions I've trained them on and all that. Okay. Then I go ahead to share my personal experience, leveraging that tool to solve a key business challenge in my past experience. So that's one thing that actually works. Okay. So attract opportunities, job partnerships, clients, and that's what I'm saying. You already have a profile. You already have like a signboard. Let's just put it that way. It's just that if the signboard, let's say you have a signboard in an express, okay? You have a signboard in an express, but nobody like the traffic on that express is very, very scanty, very scanty. People don't pass through the place. Maybe because the road is not good. let's just assume the road is not good. So people try to avoid that particular express, that particular road. Okay. Take for example, okay, we decide to go make that road better. So your LinkedIn profile is a road. Currently doesn't look good. You don't post, nothing. Everything is there. But there's a signboard there. There's a signboard. But nobody passes through your signboard. Nobody goes through your page. All right. So imagine you fix your road. You fix that road, and everybody's aware that the road has been fixed. Okay, now everybody's going through the road. Every single time there's more traffic, more cars moving, passing, vroom, 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 vroom. And there's a signboard there. Okay. Now the signboard, people get to see the signboard faster, easier. People get to, oh, okay, there's a restaurant here. Okay, anytime, maybe next time I'm going to be stopping by, I'm likely going to send a message or just drop by to see what they are all about. That's how you attract opportunity. You already have a LinkedIn profile. I'm not saying you should become an influencer on Instagram, on YouTube. If you can do all that one, including the things that you do, it's your personal brand at the end of the day. All right. So it makes your career transitions a lot smoother. If somebody reach out to you, it's better than you applying for a job. You apply for a job, you need to defend yourself. You need to go defend that experience that you say you have. But if somebody reaches out to you, it takes that out of the way. Okay, it takes it out of the way. It takes out that defense out of the way. It makes it a bit more cordial. Okay, they're reaching out. They are the ones reaching out to you. Makes it easier for you to achieve. So your brand works for you 24/7, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Even when you're sleeping and you're not applying for a job, your brand is there working hard to ensure you get that job or to get whatever you're looking for. So that's exactly what your brand does for you. So people that are not having a personal brand, I do not have a personal brand. I'm going to be there sitting down to apply for jobs, maybe apply for 3, 5, 10 roles in a day. But your personal brand will do way more in an hour than you would do in a whole day. Okay. So you post about a particular project that you worked on, or you post about something that you've done. It helps you. That thing, one person likes it. That person's audience that they liked it will show that into their own audience that this person liked this particular post. And that's how your post will just go. Okay. So let's say in the next 5 days, you try to do one post every single day, at least one. Okay, you post one today, you post another one tomorrow for 5 days. Wait another couple of days, post another couple of posts. Do that, for a month. Okay, and you find out that when you now post about, okay, if you need any assistance with this type of project, you can feel free to send me a DM or click the link in my bio to reach out if you have any issues with your business or whatsoever. That's how you make it easier for people to reach out to you. All right. Or even call me or send me an email, whatever the case might be. Okay. Understanding career pivot. Pivot doesn't mean starting all over again. It doesn't mean that you need to go start all over. And that's what most people think it is. So I'm going to go back to, I'm moving from Nigeria. I want to become a business analyst. I want to become a cybersecurity analyst. I need to go take an advanced program. I need to go spend $15,000 to learn a new career path. Do you need to go spend that money? No, you don't. Because most people feel like me getting a new role means I need to get a job. I need to get a job. I was a teacher in Nigeria, okay, and I want to become a cybersecurity analyst. So how do I make that transition? I was an accountant in Nigeria. I want to become a data analyst. How do I make that transition? I was an HR professional. How do I become a people analyst? Okay, or HR analyst or whatsoever. So pivoting doesn't mean you're starting all over again. It means you're pivoting, you're changing your cloth. Okay, that is essentially the body doesn't change. You're not changing your entire body physique. It's just the shirt you're changing. You're still you. All right, you're just wearing a different cap or a different shirt or a different trouser. Okay, so pivoting your career just means that you are looking at your past experience and you are remodeling it into the career path that you're looking at. So a teacher, you're no longer a teacher. Forget teacher. You've learned cybersecurity. You paid for a boot camp. I usually would say pay for boot camps depending on where you're coming from. Okay, it's easier. I paid for several boot camps before I transitioned. All right, I paid for several. Okay, before I actually got my first role. The reason why I'm saying boot camps are, it's way cheaper than you going to do a master's. It's wait. You see a lot of people say, "Oh, I want to go and do my masters. I want to go and do my masters." People have been here for 2, 3, 4 years. They have their visa and everything. You see them going back to school to go learn. School cannot teach you what you need to get a job. Okay, school is not designed for that. I mean, you went to university. Did your university teach you how to get a job when you finish your university? No. Like I was saying yesterday, was it yesterday? When I finished university, the only thing they were telling me is economists can work anywhere. And if you're an economist, you can work anywhere. So everybody's aspiration was to work in the World Bank or to work in CBN. As what? We don't even know. But that was our aspiration. Okay. So now that's the key thing I wanted to talk about on that. So, I mean, if you can find yourself a place where you can sit down, somebody can hold your hands and get you started, that'll be the best thing. And analytics has been doing that for a very long time. That's something that would help significantly. Now, the bridge, branding and pivoting, okay, is a wonderful combination for you. Okay. So your past experience to your future goals. So whatever you did in your past doesn't matter. It's not relevant. You're a teacher. You're no longer a teacher. You're not a cybersecurity professional. Stick with it. Okay. Connect whatever you did in the past to your future. So you want to become a cybersecurity analyst. All the things that you did in your past, gone. Okay. Everything is new, and that's exactly what you need to focus on. Revamp all the things that you did. But first, like I said, switch off that notification of updating your people or your content or your contact. Okay, so but make people trust you. Okay, make people trust you. Now show the logic. It helps people see the logic in your career shift. That's if you let's say you don't want to do it all the way down to the first job that you did. Okay. So I mean you can start as a customer representative. Okay. Like I have it in my own place. I started as an intern. Okay. From intern, I moved into management consultant. From management consultant, I became a BI developer. There's a logic there. Okay, I mean, most people get to see that. Okay, I can see how you started as an intern, you moved into management consulting, and that's how you're able to pivot. Craft the narrative. Here's who I am. Here's where I'm going, and here's why I will succeed there. So that's exactly what you need to showcase on your profile. Okay, so you don't even need to tell. Most times, I usually will tell people you don't even need to tell people that you are pivoting. You don't need to tell anybody. Just upgrade your brand and put yourself out there. It's as simple as that. Okay, your brand story must be believable and inspiring. So when people come to your profile, they should know that you are doing something phenomenal. Okay, and they should believe you also. So these are the 5 steps that you need to take today. Okay, we all know what our career goals are. Okay, we want to get more. We want to get into a new career that we've never done before, or you're looking at even getting a job. Okay, so number one is define your identity and values. So, I mean, your identity online should be the career path that you want to get into. So, you want to become a data analyst, you want to become a cybersecurity analyst, you want to be able to apply for, you want to be able to get a job. Okay, and you're out there looking for a job. That's what you're looking for. Now, uh, craft your narrative. So one key thing I would usually tell people is post about the things that you want to work on. Okay. So you can come up with like not necessarily fictitious. I would say you can come up with scenarios, okay, that you feel like you would have impacted the business. So even as let's say your past experience while you're working as a teacher, okay, there was a time where you felt like, okay, if there was a website, okay, if there was a website that was secured that had all the students' information in there, it would have been busy. It would have been easier for teachers to submit their results, okay, via the internet portal rather than doing it manually and writing out in a piece of paper. You could have digitalized that entire process. So those are the things that you need to have. Okay, so post the narrative that you're going to be putting out there is you are an expert. You've been doing this in your past experience, and anywhere you find yourself, you will do the same thing. All right. So craft out that narrative. What are the things you want to post on? You want to post about how you solve business challenges. You want to get people's, buy-in on certain things that you've done in the past. Those are the things that you want to post about. Now, optimize your LinkedIn and social presence. LinkedIn, for a start, is easier for you to do that. Okay. LinkedIn, for a start, is a fantastic place for you to get leads and build your personal brand. You don't have to do that on YouTube or any other. If you have the time, you can do that. But LinkedIn is a tad bit easier, okay, for a start, because you don't need to create a video. You just write a post, you put one of your pictures, and that's it. You're good to go. All right. Share your knowledge, post videos, mini case studies, and so on. So I talked about this already. So your knowledge essentially is based on what you want to do. Okay, what you want to do. That's what you should focus on. Okay, so share your knowledge, post those case studies, simulations, and all that, and position yourself as a thought leader, as somebody that has done this before. Okay, and you see how it works wonders. You'll be surprised. Build unique connections in your target field. So connect with people that are within the same domain. Okay, so project managers, team leads, CEOs, startup founders, and all that. Connect to people that you know that when they see a post, they are likely going to take action. HR recruiters, HR professionals, recruiters, team leads, and so on and so forth. So even in Canada, connect with people that are in that domain in Canada. Let those people be your best friends. In Calgary, in Edmonton, the professionals in that domain, connect with all of them. Do you understand? And post about it. Okay? You can go on Reddit. And like I showed you the last time, go on Reddit. They use Reddit a lot in Canada. Okay? I'm not sure, but I can't remember. I never used it in the UK. But yeah, in Canada, that's something that they use a lot. Okay? And people usually go there to share their challenges. So go for project management challenges in Canada and get what are people talking about. Create a simulation around that, create a mini case study around that, and post about it. Now, it will resonate majorly with the people here in Canada, and that's how you start to build like a personal brand that would help you engage with people. Okay, all right. So don't just tell people what you do, show them through consistent content and engagement. Okay? Don't tell them you're looking for a job. Okay? But tell them that you are happy to helping businesses pivot or helping businesses achieve a certain, that's a better way to put it. That, oh, I'm currently looking for a job, and you put ready to work on your profile. It's a red flag. It just shows you're desperate, essentially. Now, almost wrapping up, the 3P frameworks for career pivoting: purpose, plan, and position. So, why are you changing direction? Now, majority of us are changing our direction is not because we want to change, or some of us wants to change. Okay, so probably we found a career path not rewarding back home in Nigeria or Ghana or anywhere. Okay, and we feel like we need to make a change. That's the purpose. Now, the plan is for you to go learn. Okay, learning is, like I said, even from imposter syndrome to where we are today, personal brand. Learning is a common ground amongst anything that you want to do today. You need to learn. What skills do you need to learn? Okay, in order for you to get a job. So you don't want to have a personal brand and people ask you questions around, oh, how do you use this particular tool, or how are you using this tool, and you don't know how to answer those questions. It doesn't put you in a good light. Okay, so please learn, plan your learning, plan your personal brand, plan everything, your learning schedule. You should learn every single day. All right. So now the next thing is position, and that's where your personal brand comes in. How would you present yourself in this new space? So what are the things you want to post on? You need to know. Okay, you need to figure out how to come up with this narrative. ChatGPT has made it easy for us to come up with so many things. So leverage ChatGPT and come up, successful. So remember this purpose. The purpose of why you're making your career change. Please, when you make that purpose and you have the purpose, please rebrand yourself, rebrand your LinkedIn. So all the past experiences that you had, please take it into the new space. Okay, that new career, all those things that you did in the past, fantastic. Okay, but it's in the past now. You have the ability to make those changes. All right, plan it. Okay, what skills you need to have, start learning those skills. Okay, then even in that your learning phase, you can actually post about it. Okay, so I'm currently leveraging this particular tool for a new client of mine. and this particular thing came out. Okay, and this is what I learned from leveraging this tool to solve this type of problem. You can learn even while you're learning, you can post about the things that you're learning. Okay, and position. How would you present yourself in this new space? And that's how you post, and that's it. Every successful pivot begins with clarity, not confusion. So know exactly what you want to do and go about it. Have a post. You might start with one post in 3 days. Okay, you can have a post every week. Just do a post every week. If you want to see how it looks, how it works, just have a post every single day. Okay, and see how it works. Now, practical action for the next 30 days. Update your LinkedIn header, update your entire LinkedIn profile. Okay, we talked about LinkedIn optimization. So optimize your LinkedIn, watch the video again, optimize your LinkedIn profile. It makes it easier for people to see you. Okay. Post once a week about your learning or insights. Just make it easy. Just have a post, one post every single day. And that's exactly what you need to do. Now, the next thing is network with 3 to 5 people in your desired field. So even in Canada, try to connect to people in the field where you would like to work. Okay, send them messages, craft out the message on ChatGPT. Not something too intimidating, not something too um to ask ish. Okay, it doesn't feel like you're asking the person for a lot. Okay, so it could be as simple as, oh, hello, you have a wonderful experience. I was taking a look at your profile, and your profile looks just like where I would want to be the next 3 5 years. Okay, and I see you as somebody that's garnered so much experience in the space, and honestly, I just want to say that I am impressed. Okay, and that kind of thing. Okay, something soft, something that would trick that would ignite the person's ego and say that, okay, this person was giving me accolades. Okay, now my experience is good, valid, and all that. Then from there, oh, thank you. The person responds to you. Oh, thank you very much for responding. I never, I send out these messages a lot. I barely get responses. So thank you so much for taking the time to respond to me. You know, I appreciate that. Okay. So, and you can just share your own personal experience. I'm just new in Canada. I'm looking at, security. You don't even have to talk about a job or anything. Talk about how you can have a coffee chat with the person. Okay. So you can learn from the person who have experience, how the person has been able to achieve that particular experience in Canada. And that's how you build a rapport. So connect to like 3 to 5 people in a week. Try. So in order for you to connect to 3 to 5 people, you need to send out a lot of messages. Okay, it's not going to be easy for you to talk to 3 people off the internet. It doesn't work that simple, but try. Okay, and see how it works. Now, another thing that will infuse with that is attend community events. Okay, so it could be tech events. Please attend. It could be project management events. So one of the platforms that I use very well is Eventbrite. Eventbrite. Okay, so they have quite a number of events in across the world. I think in the UK it's called Meetup. Okay, so UK guys, I think it's referred to as Meetup. There's Meetup. Okay, so there are quite a number of events. There are meetups. So find local groups, events, activities near you. So this works so well in the UK. I'm not sure if it's almost the same thing here in Canada. Honestly, I think it's in Canada also. But in Canada, there's Eventbrite. Okay, some of them are not paid. Some of them are paid. So you really can't tell. But I mean, depending on, so if I'm a tech person, I'm looking for tech events, something that has to do with tech. Just search and let's see what happens. Community code hackathon. This is a hackathon. I mean, for this one now, it's $1.45. It's not so bad. So I can look at this is a coding. There's a coding. There's a code. There's one that's happening today. It's Dragon's Den. I was supposed to be there, but I already put in this particular one already. So I couldn't go there. So this is an hackathon, for example. Get ready to flex your coding skill, collaborate with fellow tech enthusiasts, and all that. So I mean, this is not. I mean, if you're not coding, you don't need to go for this. But yeah, community events like this, sales camp, info session, free, YYC Tech, AI, and Crypto Connect. This $36. So I mean, if you want, I mean, it's interesting. You don't know who you might meet there. Honestly, this is Earth Tech Connect. This is a very good one. This is I mean, for ladies, anyways, but for the guys and ladies, and this is iTech Connect. It's Earth Tech Connect, Thursday, October 23rd, 4:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Channel's conventional. You can see the people that are going to make it there. Okay, sponsored by CPKC. I'm not sure what that is, but I've seen Cyber Art before. The people in cybersecurity. And going into this kind of platforms, you will get to meet quite a number of people. Oh, all right. This is what please don't go and say that I am desperately looking for a job, and it's free to enter. Join the wait list. Okay, so you say there's a networking session from 7 o'clock to like 8 o'clock, an hour for that networking. It's a good time for you to meet different people, different professionals. Oh, I'm new in Canada. While I was working in Nigeria, I was working for international firms. You didn't work with an international firm, but yeah, I was working with multinational organizations where I worked as a cybersecurity professional, or I was working as a data analyst. Okay, I'm new in the country, and I'm currently in the market to see how I can add more value to any organizations here in Canada. So can I get a contact? Can I connect with you on LinkedIn? Connecting with LinkedIn is like the easiest way to connect with people here in Canada, anyways. So everybody has like their barcode readily available. The same thing in the guys in the UK. It's the same thing. So just Google, let's say Manchester. Manchester. So many Manchesters. What's that? That's what I'm mentioning. I think they must have like a code, United Kingdom. Okay. London. So access Glasgow. But I mean, check. I'm pretty sure there's like a VPN thing that is going on. But essentially, it's the same thing. So you might want to just search for the people that is finance. I know they have a lot of finance meetups. Like literally, there's one finance thing or the other I see on even on Eventbrite, the same thing. Okay, so attend community events. Some of them they're not don't want to pay $200 or $300, but even the free ones, attend. Just go there, sit down, listen to them, and that's one of the reasons for the people that when I was in Seaton, I couldn't attend most of those events because it's a good 35 minutes drive from Seaton from where I was before. So that's the reason why I moved downtown or closer to downtown. So it's easier for me to attend these events. Easier. So I mean, if I even see it that same day, I can just easily book it and just attend, if it's interesting enough for me. Okay. So 5 minutes I'm there, 10 minutes I'm there. And most of these events happen around the downtown. It might not be downtown, but around those axes. Okay, around those axes, and that's the reason why I attend those kind of events. But imagine coming from Seaton, I have to think about my 1 hour commute to and fro, 35 minutes to go, 25 minutes, whatever. All right. So if you're driving, it makes it easier for you to do that. But at the time, I wasn't driving, so it wasn't nice. Okay. So, but anyways, yeah, build a small project and work on projects, things that you find exciting. If you've never know how to use a particular tool, think about a project. Use ChatGPT to come up with a project and try to solve the project, or use ChatGPT to just use ChatGPT to learn as much as you can. Okay. Visibility beats perfection. Okay. You don't have to be perfect. If you're waiting for you to learn on the school, all the tools, all the skill set, have everything at your back pocket before you get into the job market, you are too late already. Okay. You are absolutely late. If you have the skills, if you have all the things and you feel like, okay, you're good enough to get into the job market, you are already late. So visibility beats perfection. Just be visible. Let people see you. Okay. And that works way more wonders than, trying to figure out everything yourself. So this is like a takeaway for everybody. Your personal brand is your professional career currency. So treat your career as a business. That's something that's always worked for me. Treat your career as a business. Okay, so don't just take it as, oh, I'm a data analyst. I don't need to post online. I'll apply for jobs and all that. Treat it as a business. A business will always post about the things that they do. So do the same thing. Build a personal brand and it makes it easy for people to reach out to you. Number one, because your brand works 24/7. You don't work 24/7. All right. If you want to apply for jobs every day, maximum you do is probably 10 or 15. Ridiculously, with tools like CV Matching, you can probably do like 10, 15 in a day. But I mean, if you want to do that by yourself, it's impossible for you to do 10. Now, pivoting is a strategy, not a setback. It's okay. You're not the first person that will do it. You won't be the last person that will pivot. Please pivot. It's okay. So you are let me use Onyekachi again. Okay, you're a credit analyst in Nigeria. Please, you can become a data analyst in this country. Okay, you can become a data analyst. You can become a financial analyst. You can become, whatever career path you want to go into. You can switch. You are free to switch. All right. The next thing is for you to be consistent, confident, and authentic. Okay, so that's the three things you need to understand. Consistency would be the major ball game. You need to do this consistently every single day, just like you're going to the gym. Okay, all right. Now, if you're consistent, you become more comfortable. You become more confident in it. Okay, and like I said, when you're making your post, talk about things that you want to, the things that you like, the things that you want to do, the challenges that you were even facing while you're learning that particular thing. Okay, so you could say, while I was learning this a couple of years ago, these were the major key challenges I face. And for every beginner, even if you're a beginner yourself, for every beginner out there, these are things that would help you if you are currently looking at getting into the space itself. Position yourself as a thought leader. Okay, start building visibility today, not after you get a new job. Okay, it's not when you get a job, and that's the reason why that branding works. Okay, revamp your past experience into the career path you want to go into. Start building that visibility even before you get your first job. Build it. Okay, and that's how it works for you. You are already the brand. It's time to make the world see that you exist, and they should take notice of you. It's as simple as that. All right, and that's where we're going to wrap up today's session. Thank you again so much. All right, so like I said, the session is recorded, so you definitely get access to the recording. Oh, my camera has been turned off. What happened? Can you guys see me? No.
No, it's off.
It has been off for a while.
Oh, I never knew. I never knew that. Come on, let me just try to fix that. Anyways, do I have any question? Any question at all? Any question? Any question?
No, I think mine not really a question, of course, but just to validate, what you said, because that, resonates with what I've been doing lately, especially, of course, as regards meeting, networking, and all of that. Really very on LinkedIn and all that, and so I crafted a message. I've been connected, with people. In fact, so far, I think I have 41 persons following me right now, and that, of course, is within a space of 2 weeks. Yeah, and within these 2 weeks, I've been sending messages, of course, to individuals, in the very companies, I have interest in, and graciously, I think I have so far like 3 of them have responded, and we have a coffee meet sometime this week, and also I'm glad just to validate what you've said. Thank you so much again. That actually encourages me, to now do more.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's actually quite impressive. Quite a number of people find that very difficult to do. I think that's quite impressive. You need a round of applause for for Solomon. Yeah, that's something that is quite
Hello, bro.
inside. Yes, Solomon. Are you talking to us?
Yes. Please,
Yes.
I really appreciate your effort on us to push us forward. But if I could be directed, like me back home, I'm an engineer. I'm into electrical engineering and biomedical repairs. But coming over here,
Yes.
I find it that certification and all those is paramount and important. So I wouldn't know if I should now go back into the formality of retraining myself over here, or diversify if there is another better thing to diversify into. Because I've been here a year now and I've not gotten a job, the rightful job that I'm supposed to work with. Even the so-called the care job what they're doing, I've not been gotten on, so and I'm just trying to equip myself, and I'm also good in welding and other things. So I would like love if you can advise me on the tech that I can go in to improve that can be more relevant.
So you said, let me see. You just give me a second. I want to share my screen again so that we can do something a little bit practical. Okay. Okay. All right. So one thing I usually will tell people is, give me a second.
Hello?
Okay. Let's do something together. So you can do this by yourself, anyways. So let's just go to
Okay.
a job board. Let's go to LinkedIn. Okay.
Where we should go to?
I'm gonna go on LinkedIn. Okay. So what kind of jobs are you looking for at the moment?
Like me?
What kind of jobs are you? Yeah.
I will have loved if I can get a job on a welding job
Welding.
because
Well,
yeah.
I don't know much about welding. So, but let's just say welding. Let's just look for the keyword welding. All right. So this is in.
Yeah.
And where are you based, Solomon?
Based in UK. I'm in Birmingham.
Birmingham. So are you looking at relocating, or you want to remain in Birmingham?
I don't mind if it's just a place that I can get a better offer.
All right. So let's look at the United Kingdom. So something that has to do with welding. The keyword welding. Register your interest, you get opportunities. These are sponsored roles. Okay. This is a working mechanic, welding and fabricator. Okay. I don't know much about welding. Like I said, most times, let me just select things that came out in the past 24 hours. So let's look at roles that came out. This is trading operator. I don't know what that is, but let's take a look at it. Collaborate with the trading team to develop strategies for ExxonMobil. This has nothing to do with welding. Okay. Process engineer, process development, simulation engineer, test analyst, welder and fabricator. I don't think you see like actual just welding jobs. I'm not sure. There might be a specific job board for that you probably need to check out. But I don't think if they're looking for a welder, they would come to LinkedIn to say they're looking for a welder. Do you get what I mean?
That is it. So that's the reason why I'm asking that. Is there any, because like me now, I'm just planning in going to automobile. There is a training that I wanted to go into, is a year program that I want to switch into automobile, have a better experience in it as well. But in order to establish myself
What was the exact thing you're doing in Nigeria? Or you're doing
in
back home?
Nigeria, yeah, back home I repair medical equipment.
You repair?
Yes, and I do
Like,
services of automobile equipment, the semi-automated equipment that they use in the laboratory and the hospitals and the theaters.
what was like the job title? What was the job title that you were in Nigeria?
Yeah, I'm just a maintenance officer.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay. Maintenance manager, maintenance engineer, maintenance assistant, maintenance supervisor, maintenance operative, maintenance technician. Let's see what the first one. Let's take a look at this one. What does this one entail? So this is excellent customer service and communication, organization skills, confident multitask. This is not like mechanical maintenance. Okay, this is more or less like celebrate your birthday. Okay, I would say thank you. Oh, with an extra paid dollar. This is a good one though. What makes the perfect pub? This is a pub. The In Collection Group. Okay, delicious food, welcoming atmosphere. This is like maintenance. Okay, this is a maintenance engineer. So we'll probably have to sit down to really map it out better. Okay. So and
Yes.
another thing like this, looking at your past experience, like I said, you probably have to just look at pivoting into something that is more sustainable in the UK, for
Yeah.
example. So I don't know what I would need to sit down to map out all these things for you and all that. But just looking at the search, there's a part where process analyst, let's say process engineer, okay, which is still going to be majorly focused around the guys within the FMCG or technical aspect, the guys that do machineries and all that. Okay, so a process engineer, let's take a look at the first one. This is in Bristol. Let's take a look at this one. This is in Leeds. Leeds is not too far away from Birmingham, so this is unit level. Own stops and performance data analytics in pipe in for the lines, provide stop, MTBS, whatever it is. All right. I think process would also be, anyways, we'll have to sit down to actually map out like a career up change or a change, or maybe map out something that could also work for you. But just off the top of my head, I know nothing about maintenance and engineering and all that. So a deep research would have to go into that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, no problem at all.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So good. But yeah, we just have to do something around that. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, no problem, Solomon. No problem at all. So
I'm so glad.
Kachi. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Kachi.
Yeah, I have a question, but just to add this, for Solomon, given my experience here, in Canada, for what he's doing, it's really very lucrative, and they pay so well, for it here in Canada. I don't know about UK. It's oftentimes it's under trade, like here in Canada, they categorize them under trade, right? And if perhaps he does something like in SET, there's a continuous education program he probably would do for a period of 2 months or so, thereabout. I mean, he probably will have all the organizations falling over him and all. They pay so much, and for his experience, of course, I'm sure he probably will end up, because I've seen vacancies, of course, in that area. He earns almost about not between 90 to 120 for this particular, medical equipment repairs and maintenance and all of that. It's very, 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 in fact, very, very lucrative, that I know. There's someone, of course, who actually was doing it here in Canada that I know, but he had an issue and all of that. He got deported, but he has continued that in Nigeria, and he's doing excellently well.
That's quite impressive. So yeah, I mean,
okay. So my question is, okay, I want to ask you, for this advice. One of the persons I reached out to, and he asked, he's a regional director in the company, EDC, basically. And so he said I should send him my number. So we were supposed to, he said he was going to put a call across, but he has not. And I just felt, okay, let me give him a few days, What do you think, of course, that I should do in this regard?
Just the best you could do is just a follow up.
Okay.
You don't have his number, so you can't really call him. The best you could do is to follow up. So many people would ask, get you up to that level, and they just ghost you. But at the end of the day, don't feel it's not that personal. So move on to the next person. If this one is not responding, you follow up the first week, you follow up the next week. Give the person a couple of days, and see if the person responds. If the person doesn't respond, move on to the next person. All right. Well, if don't just stop sending out messages to people. All right. So that's what I'll recommend. From my own experience, people can just easily ghost you. All right. So just keep pushing. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Solomon.
Yeah, Mr. Kashi. Sorry, I wanted to ask Mr. Kashi if you can just have me a link of the address or the area where I can inquire for the training over there concerning the what they said in the Canada. If you can just help me out.
Okay, just Google Seth,
Step
Southern Alberta
S.
Institute of Technology. Seth, SAIT.
Oh,
SAET.
State is just
Okay.
SAIT.
Okay. SAIT. Okay,
Yes.
I will do that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So be expecting me. Am I expecting you?
It's all good. All right. Ariola, let me take you next. Thanks a lot for that, Kachi. Appreciate it.
Hi, all. This is for Solomon. This might be able to. I might be able to help. My son does electrical as well, so
All right.
maybe you should look project management in construction with the keyword electrical.
Project
That might
management
help.
in construction.
In construction.
Yeah.
Then just add electrical as the keyword.
Okay.
So that might
right.
narrow down your search, because that's
All
what
right.
my son is into electrical.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I will do that.
You're welcome.
You guys are awesome. Thanks a lot for that. Tomilola, let me take you next then.
Good morning from here. I
Morning.
want to ask on LinkedIn, reposting other people's posts, does it has anything to do with your profile or your presence or your branding?
Sort of, yes. So you will only repost something that you deeply resonate with, correct? So it does affect. So if it's something that is controversial and you go ahead to reshare or repost, it basically means you believe in that particular thing. So yeah, yeah, that's what it means. So I'll say that repost. I mean, you can repost things from other people. Okay, it's not a bad thing, but like I said, it basically just means that you agree with that particular. Okay, so that's what I'd say. Okay, but let people be the one to repost your stuff. The more people that repost your stuff, the more eyeballs that goes to your profile. You reposting other people's stuff doesn't really take a lot of traction to your profile. It takes it to their profile. Okay, so that's something you also need to take into consideration. Okay, that good? Are we good?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay, guys, we're heading towards the end of our boots, not necessarily our week challenge. Okay, so where we get educated on what we need to do to get a job. Today we talked about personal branding. This is something that's always worked for me. Every time I need something, I go on LinkedIn and I start posting about it. All right. So, and I'm pretty sure if you do the same, you are likely going to do. You are likely going to. It works for me. I've worked with a couple of people that have gone through it analytics. It will likely work for you. Okay. So it's not a prayer. It's something. It's just intentionality. You putting yourself into that situation and pray. Obviously, pray and see, and everything's going to work out for good. No doubt about that. So I think that's where we're going to wrap it up today. Personal branding. So today, just think about it. Monday is going to come, okay, regardless. So start mapping it out. Update your LinkedIn profile. Update everything that we talked about. Use ChatGPT to do all those updates. Create the updates. Make adjustments to your LinkedIn profile. Do all the things that you need to do. And maybe Monday, Tuesday, think about what you are going to post. Have your post. Okay, it could be about this challenge. It could be about whatever it is. If you can tag me to it so I can see it, that would be very good. It doesn't have to be about what we're doing. It could be something interesting and so on. But I would like to see people that would take on that initiative. Okay, so looking forward to a post or just post about it. Okay, and if you can even share it on the community group, that's also okay. There are other people like, share, and repost. Thank you very much, guys. Sean, you have something to say, and we can close it from there.
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me, please?
Perfectly, yes.
Okay, good. So please, I just need some clarification concerning my LinkedIn. So the thing is, I worked in FMCG back in Nigeria. I joined the Analytics Data Science program. So I trained as a data science too.
Okay.
And now I want to work in that space of data science, data analytics, and I have, I think, some maybe let's say 5 or 6 month experience in something like an AML analyst, like all this KYC with banks or something like that. So what I want to do now is, I don't know if it's possible for me on my LinkedIn to remove practically all, or to remove something that I've done in Nigeria, so that I can put what I actually want to do here in Canada on the profile. So I don't know how to just marry the whole thing together. I've been trying to so many times now, trying to revamp the LinkedIn, reshuffle, put some experiences, because I actually have a friend too that will do some projects together. And he has a website. I use the website tool on the LinkedIn profile, but it's still not. I really do not. I don't know if I can even share the LinkedIn and probably you look at it or something.
Let's take a look at it together.
Okay. Thank you.
Ola Baba. Sorry, I didn't get the last name. Ola what?
Olabamire Oluseun. Yeah, that's my name. That's me.
Yes, let's go. All right. So profile data analyst, you probably need to update this. It's not enough. So just do the update that we did last week. Okay.
Yes.
That would help you with your headline and all that. Okay. So you're going into the data space. So about section also, let's take a look at it. Self-driven, all this fluffy, they call this fluffy words. Fluffy words. You probably need to do away with fluffy words. Self-driven. How do people know you're self-driven? How do people know that you're highly motivated? You know, all those things. They are referred to as fluffy words. Okay. So that's what I'll say. Okay, we do away with that for now. All right, so we have this. You're currently doing this analytics specialist. DJs. Okay, this is good. That's very good. Manager. So this manager, sales and customer support. Take it out. Okay, you can put data analytics manager or something in the the customer insight analyst. Okay, so change the name into something that has to do with analytics or. If it's science you're going into, it's almost the same thing you'll find. You can leave it as simple as customer insight analyst or data analytics manager or something. Okay. So data scientist, fantastic. This is good. Area sales manager, expunge it. You could be as sales, it could be a management information analyst. It could be a sales analyst or so, whatever the case is. Okay, you could just change it into something that has to do with analytics. And I like the fact that you have the skills in there. So the skills are very important. So these skills, please don't just put sales skills in there because you're not a salesperson. You're an analytics person. So your Excel, Power BI, Tableau, KPI reporting, dashboarding, everything has to be there. Okay. Moving on to Unilever, okay? I mean, you can leave Unilever alone, business development officer, but from there, you went to becoming maybe a data analyst, okay? Where you're there, then you move from data analyst to becoming a sales analyst with Checkers. From Checkers, you became a data scientist with analytics. From there, you became a customer insight analyst, okay? Global, you could just put the global region. You're managing different regions. So let's just say EMEA, you put EMEA in front of you, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Even though it was just Africa you're in, put it there. Then last but not the least, that's where you have your analytics specialist where you're doing this. So now people would trust that trajectory rather than manager, sales area manager, and all that. So now it's easier for somebody to come to your profile and do and make and understand that you are doing absolutely great stuff in your experience. Does that make sense?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah. So also you could do well to remove all these things. Okay, you can leave this one. This is like more or less like skill sets, honestly. Looking at what you have here, are just like skills, not like work details. So it's okay. So I think this looks good. Once you can make those changes, I think you're good to go. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No problem at all. All right, guys. Thank you so much. for joining again today's session. Really appreciate it. Okay, I can see more people raising up. Is this new hands have been raised, or this the same sort of? I'm not sure now. Brian, your hand wasn't raised before, so I'm guessing that was a new one, correct?
It is new, yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly, yes.
Yeah, very interesting. First thing I should appreciate for what you're doing. Honestly, this is rare. It's rarely, experiencing someone like what you're doing, come front to help people around. Thank you so
Yes.
much for that.
Appreciate it.
To be honest with you, I've missed some of the days because I wasn't aware that this program started. So I saw you posted something, and then I was like, "Oh, the program is on." Would love to have go through what you have actually done this week, and
Okay.
then to be on my own, I don't think it's gonna work. I might have some questions that I would have asked over the course of the period. So I wanted to ask if it's possible to actually get your name so I can connect with you on LinkedIn or something.
Oh yeah, sure. So my name is Ifemena Ipro. Ifemena Ipro.
Is it okay
Okay.
if you DM me if it's possible from your end,
Okay.
or even if you say hi?
I'll search you out now. Wire.
Please.
I'm not very active on LinkedIn. I won't lie to you, so I might not be the most active on. Okay.
What's
Right.
the best way to connect then?
We can start off from here, then we can pick
All
it
right.
up from sending notes. Okay. So I won't be able to send a message. I can't send a message, so you probably have to connect first before I'm able to send a message. Okay.
Okay. Please.
All right. Well, anyways, I've sent your connection, so you can pick up conversation.
You said your name is.
I've sent your connection. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You are a star, man. Thank you so much for everything.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Kashi, sorry.
Yes. Kachi,
Hello?
okay. Yes, Solomon.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I've tried it. I couldn't get the exact stuff the school been talking. That is the SAIT stuff.
It's in Canada, not in the UK.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
So
I couldn't. It's not
State
coming up.
University. Do you know what?
Sir?
I'm just going to send the link. I'm going to send it to the chat now. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
So you sit in the chat while I take to the last question. Okay.
All right. I've seen it.
Yeah. All right. Tomilola, do you have a question? I see your hand is raised. Musa Duluwa. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you guys so much. The session that is happening tomorrow might not